You feed your dog, walk them, and keep them safe every day. To you, that feels like love. And it is. But to a dog, love is not only what you provide. It is how your presence feels to their nervous system. It is the difference between comfort and tension when you enter their space. Dogs do not measure love in actions alone. They read tone, timing, pressure, and emotional consistency. That is why a dog can live in a caring home and still feel something missing. Not because the owner does not care, but because the signals do not fully align. It is like two people trying to have a conversation in different languages. Both are sincere, but the meaning never lands completely. In this video, you will learn 5 things dogs deeply love, yet most owners rarely do intentionally. Each one may seem small, but together they reshape how your dog experiences you. And the last one will quietly reveal whether your dog feels safe with you or simply relies on you. Most people pet dogs in a way that feels natural to humans. A hand reaches from above, followed by quick strokes or pats. To us, this feels affectionate. To many dogs, it feels acceptable, but not deeply comforting. A dog that stays still is not always relaxed. Sometimes they are simply tolerating the interaction. Many dogs respond better to slower touch that comes from the side. The neck, chest, shoulders, and areas behind the ears often feel less intrusive. When touch is predictable and gentle, the body shifts. Breathing slows, muscles release, and the face softens. Think of it as the difference between being tapped on the shoulder versus being wrapped in a calm, steady presence. Try this instead. Sit beside your dog rather than leaning over them. Let your hand rest first before moving. Then apply slow, consistent pressure. Watch carefully. You will notice subtle changes in posture and expression. That moment is not just physical contact. It is your dog registering safety. However, even dogs that enjoy your touch may still experience a hidden frustration during one of the most common daily routines. Humans often treat walks as physical exercise. Dogs experience walks as information gathering. While you see a path, your dog detects layers of scent-based data. Every surface carries details about other animals, time, emotion, and territory. Sniffing is not a distraction. It is how dogs interpret their environment. When you rush a walk, you limit your dog's primary way of understanding the world. The body moves, but the brain remains understimulated. This is why some dogs return home physically tired but mentally unsettled. A more balanced walk includes time for exploration. Allow your dog to pause, investigate, and process scents at their own pace. You do not need to do this every time, but even occasional slower walks can significantly change your dog's behavior afterward. When their sensory system is satisfied, the nervous system often becomes calmer. The dog settles more easily at home, not because they are exhausted, but because they feel complete. And if you have ever felt like your dog ignores your voice, the next insight may change how you speak to them forever. Dogs do not process speech the same way humans do. They respond strongly to tone and emotional congruence. If your words and tone do not match, the message becomes unclear. For example, saying something positive with a distracted or flat voice weakens the signal. The sound reaches the dog, but the emotional meaning does not. Dogs are highly sensitive to this mismatch. They rely on tone as a key part of interpretation. This is why fewer, more intentional words are often more effective. When you speak with genuine warmth and attention, your dog responds differently. The voice becomes a source of reassurance rather than background noise. You can strengthen this by creating consistent verbal patterns. Simple phrases used in calm, positive moments can become emotional anchors. Over time, your dog begins to associate those sounds with safety and connection. Eventually, even a short phrase can shift their entire state. But beyond voice, there is a deeper instinct that most dogs are missing in modern daily life. Most dogs receive food in the same way every day, It appears in a bowl, and the process ends quickly. While this meets physical needs, it often bypasses mental engagement. Dogs are naturally wired to search, track, and solve problems. These behaviors are part of their biological design. When meals include even small challenges, something changes. The brain becomes active, and the experience becomes more meaningful. This can be simple. Scatter food across a surface, hide portions in different locations, use basic objects to create a search task. Now eating becomes an activity rather than a routine. This shift increases satisfaction, not just fullness. The dog feels more engaged and mentally fulfilled. There is also a relational effect. When you create these experiences, you become associated with the reward process itself. You are no longer just providing food. You are creating an experience worth participating in. That distinction strengthens your role in the dog's emotional world. And the final point may be the most overlooked, because it requires no effort, yet reveals the deepest level of trust. Most interactions between humans and dogs involve intention. Commands, play, movement, or care routines. But one of the most meaningful experiences for a dog involves no action at all. Sit on the floor at your dog's level. Do not call them, do not reach for them immediately. Simply remain present. This removes pressure from the interaction. From your dog's perspective, humans are large and often approach from above. Even gentle actions can feel intense. When you lower yourself and remain still, the dynamic changes. You become accessible rather than imposing. Now your dog has a choice. If they move toward you, it is not because of a command or reward. It is because your presence feels safe. That choice is significant. It reflects genuine trust rather than conditioned behavior. The dog may sit nearby, lean slightly, or rest quietly in your space. These moments may appear simple, but they carry deep emotional weight. Connection is not always built through activity. Sometimes it develops through shared stillness. Dogs value experiences that create emotional clarity, gentle touch, meaningful exploration, consistent vocal signals, mental engagement, and calm presence. These are not complex techniques. They are adjustments in awareness. Your dog does not need more effort from you. They need better alignment with how they experience the world. When that alignment happens, the relationship changes. The dog becomes calmer, more connected, and more secure. And over time, what you build is not just obedience or routine. You build trust. If you enjoy understanding the deeper psychology behind dog behavior, consider subscribing to Pet Brain Explained. Because once you understand what your dog is truly feeling, even small changes begin to transform everything.